The Isle of May, a national nature reserve, owned and managed by Scottish Natural Heritage. The Isle of May is located in the Firth of Forth on the east coast of Scotland, and during the months of spring and summer is home to around 200,000 nesting seabirds. With its rich waters and many remote islands, Scotland has the perfect environment to support nearly half of all Europe's seabird population. But this year's breeding season has started slowly. By this time last year, most of the different species of seabird had returned to nest, and some had already started laying eggs. But due to the cold weather that has seen the coldest March temperatures in around 50 years, most rock faces and puffin burrows lay empty. May's soft peaty soil is excellent for puffins, but the only ones seen so far this year have been dead ones washed ashore. A researcher from the Centre of Ecology and Hydrology takes samples from these dead animals to try and determine what stage of the molting process these birds were at and how they've been living since last year's breeding season. One species that doesn't seem to struggle as much in these conditions are the various types of gull. Herring and lesser black-backed gulls are seen all over the island and are a familiar sight to many of us living near coastal areas. May is also home to the world's smallest gull, the kittiwake. Black-legged kittiwakes nest exclusively on cliffs and make a high-pitched call. They lay between 2 to 3 eggs each year and are one of the most numerous of all seabirds on the planet. From the smallest gull to the biggest, and the apex predator on the island, the great black-backed gull. Similar in appearance to the lesser blackbacks, the great blacks are told apart by their bulkier size, darker plumage and pinkish legs. Pairing up in March, this pair will hunt and feed together until their eggs have been laid. These highly aggressive birds feed on eggs, chicks and smaller birds, and like most gull species, they are opportunistic feeders, and with no puffins yet on the island, they have taken to eating a dead rabbit. Another seabird already nesting here is the fulmar. Gull-like in appearance and about the size of a pigeon, these birds are related to the albatross. Fulmars have a very unique sound. Although not nesting yet, some of the other birds can still be seen here. Guillemots, razorbills and shags come to the island each morning to check out their accommodation for the coming months ahead. With all these birds on the Isle of May, it's no surprise that the disused Lower Lighthouse is home to Scotland's oldest running bird observatory. But it's not just birds that are found here. Grey and harbour seals can also be seen here all year round. In autumn, May becomes one of the largest grey seal breeding colonies in Scotland, with around 2,000 pups born between October and early December each year. Cold temperatures may be to blame for the late return of some seabird species, but with the Firth of Forth located within one of the most densely populated areas in Scotland, litter washed ashore can be another real issue for the island's wildlife. Pollution and overfishing are some of the key factors in the steep decline in seabird numbers over the last 40 years. So it is vital that we all do our bit to try and preserve the natural beauty of our planet. For the wildlife here on May, and throughout the rest of the world.